In 1968, Mick Jagger wrote the song Sympathy for the Devil, which tells world history from the perspective of the devil. Immediately after its release, the Rolling Stones faced accusations of Satanism. In reality, the song was inspired by the novel The Master and Margarita. In Mikhail Bulgakov's novel, Woland appeared in Moscow during Stalin's bloody reign. He was referred to as the devil. Woland or Woland is an old German word for devil, taken by Bulgakov from Goethe's Faust, where Mephistopheles demands passage with the phrase,
"Overlord Woland is coming."
Greeting wanderer. Today we embark on a journey where we must be very cautious, for we will be delving into the realm of the devil. If we open the Bible, we'll find that the embodiment of evil is referred to as Satan, Lucifer, Beelzebub, the fallen angel, Belial, and even the dragon. But the first mention of the Prince of Darkness is as the serpent who seduced Eve with the fruit from the tree of knowledge. In the Etteilla deck, the serpent can be found on the 8th card. The same story is depicted on the 15th card of the Tarot Lenormand, but in addition to Eve, Adam is also present in the picture. Unfortunately, no image of the devil card from either the Visconti Sforza deck or the so-called deck of Charles VI has survived. The earliest surviving image of the devil in Christianity can be described by the line "You look like an angel" from Elvis Presley's song "You're the Devil in Disguise." In the 6th century mosaic at the early Christian Basilica of Sant Apollinaire in Nuovo, we see Christ separating the lambs from the goats. To his right are angels and lambs, representing the righteous. To his left are goats, symbolizing sinners, and the fallen angel, but not with a red, righteous halo, but a blue one. The devil cards in tarot decks from the 16th and 17th centuries transport us to the Middle Ages. The Prince of Darkness here devours sinners, with his mouth both on his head and in his groin. In the Basilica of San Petronio in Bologna, you can find an identical depiction of the Prince of Darkness, dated to the year 1410. Johnny Cash accurately described the medieval vision of Satan in his song Mean as Hell. The devil in hell we're told was chained, 1,000 years he there remained. He neither complained nor did he groan, but was determined to start a hell of his own. In the Middle Ages, not only did the image of the Prince of Darkness change, but also the idea emerged that one could make a deal with the dark forces. The first contract with the devil is described in the 13th century book Vorauer Novelli, which has only partially survived to this day. It also describes the consequences of such a contract. At the moment of death, the bones of the dying person crack and shift, they convulse, gnash their teeth, and howl until the devil tears out their soul, and they die. Arthur Edward Waite preserves the composition typical for the devil card of the Marseille Tarot, but the image of the devil itself undergoes significant changes.
In the center of the card is a creature with a goat's head, Baphomet, meaning demon or idol. He holds his raised right paw, mocking a blessing. In general, Baphomet's posture is mocking, similar to the gestures of the magician, symbolizing the descent of grace from heaven to earth. As befits evil, Baphomet mocks the divine. In Baphomet's left paw is a torch, symbolizing destruction. However, it is currently lowered, meaning catastrophe can still be avoided. The pentagram on Baphomet's forehead is also inverted. This is a symbol of black magic. The chains, which represent the material world, keep people in Baphomet's power. But the chains hang freely around the necks of the people, meaning they can be removed at any moment.
Baphomet first appeared in the indictment of the Inquisition against the Templars. Under torture, some members of the order confessed to worshipping Baphomet. Many Templars were sentenced to be burned at the stake, including the Grand Master of the order, Jacques de Molay. According to chronicler Geoffrey of Paris, on March 18, 1314, Jacques de Molay, already enveloped in smoke, cursed the French king and the Roman Pope Clement V, promising them that they would outlive him by no more than a year. Clement V died a month after the curse, and Philip IV died 6 months later. This is how Baphomet looks according to Eliphas Levi. One arm is inscribed with salve in Latin, and another with coagulate. By the way, in the Etteilla deck, where the devil card is number 14, we see a creature resembling Baphomet again. The Sigil of Baphomet, an inverted pentagram with the head of a goat inscribed within it, as a symbol of Satanists, was first mentioned by Stanislaus de Guaita at the end of the 19th century. As is known, Aleister Crowley was often accused of Satanism. Perhaps that's why the 15th card in his tarot deck carries a completely different meaning, as he wrote in the Book of Thoth.
The 15th tarot card of Thoth corresponds to the zodiac sign Capricorn. The sign of Capricorn is coarse, sharp, dark, even blind. Its creative impulse does not take into account reasons, customs, or premonitions. It is divinely unprincipled and exaltedly indifferent to the result. But Capricorn has a third eye in its forehead, allowing it to penetrate the essence of things. It is no coincidence that the card corresponds to the Hebrew letter An, literally meaning eye. The goat's horns have a spiral shape, depicting the movement of all-pervading energy. This means that on the card, we see the all-knowing god Pan. On the other hand, Capricorn's planet is Saturn. In Egypt, Saturn corresponds to Set, the jackal-headed god of the desert. His name is related to all names of beings containing the same consonants. This includes Shaitan, or Satan. Behind Capricorn is the Tree of Life. It pierces the heavens, penetrating through the ring of the goddess Nut into her body. The roots of the Tree of Life are transparent and filled with life juices. Overall, the card depicts masculine energy in its most masculine form.
In the Middle Ages, the belief arose that on the last night of April, witches would gather to meet the devil. During Walpurgis Night, we can find this same motif in the Maupin novel Walpurgis Night. In it, on the eve of May 1st in Prague, a mysterious character appears whom the book's heroes call the devil. Woland in Bulgakov's novel The Master and Margarita also appears in Moscow at the beginning of May. That's all for now, Wanderer. See you on our next journey into the world of tarot.